Okay. Today we gather as sacred participants to celebrate the wedding and the marriage of Brandy and Mark. Two special souls destined to be together. You came here as parents, best friends, lovers. You will leave with two more titles, that of husband and wife. Your relationship will be the same and yet different. Like the water that lies before us, it will be ever-changing, yet always there. It will be stronger. Sometimes it could be cloudy or even stormy, but we know that just as the sun is shining above the clouds, your love is shining above the storms. And how special it is to get married on the beach for this wonderful moment in your lives, because the beach itself is a place of great transformation. Stretching for thousands of miles this way is one of the great oceans of the world. Stretching for thousands of miles this way is one of the great continents of the world. And here the two meet. And they meet not in a static way, but always moving, always giving, always taking, just as a good marriage should be. It's exciting, yet peaceful. It's changing, yet constant, just like a good marriage should be. You met 13 years ago. You raised each other's children. You live in Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville. You met through friends, and you've been together ever since. You have a great family life. Samantha, Alyssa, and Tiffany make your life complete. Mark, you love that Brandy is your best friend. You love her eyes. You love her eyes, the way she makes you feel whole. You love her company. Anytime you're not at work, you want to be with her. But when she's not there, you don't know what to do with yourself. Brandy, you love that Mark always takes care of you. He's very respectful, and you love that he's a manly man. The proposal took place on November 18th of 2019. Mark snuck off and bought an engagement ring. Brandy was out on the porch, coming down from the house of 3 teenage daughters. Mark picked that moment to propose because it would make her feel better, and it worked. Your hopes and dreams for the future include building a house, a new car, seeing your girls healthy and happy, and a few grandkids wouldn't hurt. As you travel through life together, remember that the true measure of success, the true avenue to joy and peace, is to be found right in that space between you, in that love. Enjoy that love. Nurture it, protect it, give it a chance to grow and mature, and soon you'll see what we have before us, a vision of splendor and paradise. Today you're here because you're choosing to spend your lives together and making that promise sacred. You're pledging to share the responsibility for making this union one of equality, understanding, and strength. Therefore, I'm going to ask you now that it's time to take your marriage vows, your sacred promises, to each other. Brandy, I'm going to ask you to go first. Repeat after me in a loud, clear voice. I, Brandy, take you, Mark, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, from this day forward, until death do us part. Mark, I ask you to please repeat after me. I, Mark, take you, Brandy, to be my wife.
I, Mark, take you, Brandy, to be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward. For better or worse. For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in health. To love and to cherish. from this day forward, until death do us part. I ask you to turn now to our sacred sand ceremony, which lies on that table. We'll take the cork off of that glass crystal jar and start to pour the different colors of sand one after another into that jar. We know that glass itself is made of sand. You can go ahead. Glass itself is made of sand. Sand that someone had a plan for. It was heated, cooled, and molded, just like a good marriage. You can see that the sand is see-through, and yet it holds the sand together tightly. It is empty until you fill it with the sand. A marriage is empty until you bring to it what is best in yourselves, your love, your devotion, your faithfulness, your good spirits, encouraging one another day in and day out, sometimes with just a smile, sometimes with a good meal, and always with patience and reflection. Just like the sand that's going to fill this glass, your marriage is going to be what you make of it. Your marriage is going to be exactly how you see it being. You are in charge of the sand, and you are in charge of the future of your marriage. Just like the sand that came to this beach on its own, it will leave together, never again to be parted, just as the two of you and your family. Each sand ceremony is completely different. Each sand ceremony is a unique creation, as each marriage is completely different and its own unique creation. It's up to you to make that marriage as beautiful as this sand ceremony. Okay, I ask you to turn back and bring your rings. Brandy, I ask you to hold Mark's ring. Mark, I ask you to hold Brandy's ring. For now, we're going to hold the rings flat in the palm of our hand as we ponder. I ask you to hold the rings just flat in the palm of your hand so we can see them. These rings in their unbroken wholeness are tokens. Tokens of your union. Tokens of your love. Just as these circles are without end, we know that love is eternal. They represent the enduring trust. Swallowed a bug. They represent the enduring trust and affection that you promise to bring to each other today and every day hereafter. God, we ask that you bless these rings and grant those who wear them always to have a deep faith in you and a deep faith in each other. And may they always live together in peace, goodwill, and love. Mark, this time you're going to go first. Please put Brandy's ring on her finger. Hold it there while you repeat after me. This ring is a token of my love.
This ring is a token of my love.
I marry you with this ring.
Marry you.
With all that I have and all that I am.
With all that I have.
You may secure the ring on Brandy's finger. Brandy, please put Mark's ring on his finger. Hold it there while you repeat after me. It's okay. Take your time. This ring is a token of my love. I marry you with this ring, with all that I have and all that I am. You may secure the ring on Mark's finger. I ask you to keep holding hands. Because Brandy and Mark, in the presence of God and the universe, you have spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives. I therefore declare your marriage to be valid and binding and pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Yay!
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more.